With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Programele noastre oferă multe limbi. Vă puteți uita pe suprememastertv.com/schedule și suprememastertv.com/WOW.
So you may ask me, then why should we practice? Why should we meditate on God?
Así que ustedes ahora pueden preguntarme entonces por qué debemos practicar, por qué debemos meditar en Dios.
We must, because otherwise we would suffer too much.
Porque de otra manera tendremos que sufrir demasiado.
Also the whole race of mankind will suffer.
Y toda la humanidad tendrá que sufrir.
Since ancient times, our world has undergone many evolutions, and it has become more civilized today because of many people who follow the teachings of the masters. When a master comes to earth, not only are the disciples uplifted and shown wisdom, but the whole of humankind is purified, is uplifted to a certain higher level of consciousness.
Please stay with us to listen to this enlightening lecture.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
I learned the true meaning of empathy and compassion the day I decided to turn vegan, some years ago. It was the best decision that I made in my entire life. Just because animals don't look and speak like us doesn't mean that their lives and feelings are of any less value. Kuntal Joysher, vegan.
Cherished viewers, in the Karakal Pakistan language, Shakhsi Rahmat is more than thank you. It's a heartfelt expression of appreciation. I'm Akbar. The courageous people of Karakal, Pakistan wish for a kind and compassionate world for all beings. May the divine awaken the inherent love within each of us, guiding humanity towards greater empathy and understanding. In western Uzbekistan, the largely desert region of Karakal, Pakistan, is located near the Aral Sea in the Amudarya Basin. A special landmark in the Karakal, Pakistan is the UNESCO-designated site, known as the Lower Amudarya State Biosphere Reserve. This nearly 69,000 hectare area encompasses part of the Amudarya River at the foothills of the Sultan Uzdag mountain range. The biosphere is strictly protected to conserve the riverside's unique old-growth Tugay woodlands, as well as many rare and endangered animal and plant species. The Karakalpak people originated in the Neolithic era, with the fortresses of Janpik Kala and Ayaz Kala still standing as a testament to the civilizations of ancient times. Further evidence of this rich cultural heritage can be found in places like the Nukus Museum of Art, located in the region's capital city. This museum is home to a remarkable display of some 90,000 exhibits, ranging from traditional jewelry to paintings, all collected by artist Igor Savitsky, who also contributed his own work. The traditional music of Karakal, Pakistan contains lyrical poems that represent core values of the culture, based on rich mythological and epic traditions. Two styles of music characterize the songs: Jira or throat singing, and Baxi. Among the most famous Jira musicians was Dijan Jirao, an 18th century singer-storyteller who is still revered by the Karakalpak people today. Baxi musicians include Adjiniyaz, who lived in the 19th century, and Berdakh, considered the founder of Karakalpak literature. We are happy to present dazzling Karakalpakstan to you, incredible viewers. We thank you for choosing the lifestyle befitting the children of Allah by becoming vegan. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary, her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witness countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with share. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is the beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only human beings are the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in central Olac, or Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe,
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia,
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia,
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves, the Supreme Master.
Africa,
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
and South America,
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
as well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse. It's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Lucy Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and First Place Silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards, 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream. And in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet. and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, with a deep affinity for Costa Rica, has graced the country with her presence on numerous occasions. In 1991, prompted by the sincere requests of spiritual seekers, she traveled to the country to impart her wisdom and insights. In this enlightening lecture, Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, delves into profound topics such as distinctions between God-chosen ones and God-realized saints, the purpose of human life in realizing God, and the essential role of a spiritual practice for both personal and global upliftment. We now invite you to join us for part 4 of this enlightening lecture titled The One Who Realizes God and the Messiah, given by Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, in Costa Rica, May 29, 1991.
Therefore, people always say, well, Jesus is the only one, or Buddha is the only one.
Y por eso muchas veces las personas dicen, Jesús es el único o Buda es el único.
In a way, it is true, but it's not.
De cierta manera es cierto, pero de cierta manera no lo es.
Otherwise, Jesus would not have told us that whatever I can do, you can do better.
Porque de otra manera Jesús nunca nos hubiera dicho, todo lo que yo puedo hacer, ustedes lo podrán hacer y aún más.
We don't need to hope to become like Buddha or Jesus, world famous, but we could aspire to be God realized and to be of help to ourselves and whomever we are in touch with.
No podemos esperar ser tan famosos como Jesús o como Buda, pero sí podemos esperar obtener la realización de Dios para ayudarnos a nosotros mismos y ayudar a todas las personas que se nos acercan.
So, The purpose of practicing any method or walking on any path at all is to realize ourselves, to realize God. Please take a chair.
Así que la meta de todo método, la meta a que se aspira con todo método o con cualquier camino es obtener la realización personal, la realización de Dios.
Not that we want to be like Jesus or Buddha.
La meta no es que queramos ser como Jesús o como Buda.
When God wants us to be one, we could not even refuse.
Porque cuando Dios quiere que nosotros seamos el elegido, ni siquiera podemos rehusarnos.
Whether we want it or not.
Lo seremos, lo queramos o no.
I'm not frightening you.
No los estoy asustando.
It is the truth I have known from my own experience.
Es cierto y no tengo otra experiencia más que mi propia experiencia.
And also I may tell you that to be in the position of Jesus or Buddha is no fun either.
Y también puedo decirles que estar en la posición de Jesús o de Buda no es muy divertido tampoco.
So it's okay not wanting to become one.
Así es que está bien no querer ser el uno.
Why is that? The only Son of God like Jesus had to suffer, had to bear the cross.
¿Por qué el elegido? ¿Por qué uno como Cristo tiene que sufrir tanto y tuvo que soportar la cruz?
Or someone like Buddha, who had all the power, must bear all the misunderstandings, insults, and attacks from people at that time.
¿O por qué una persona como Buda tuvo que sufrir tantas incomprensiones y tantos ataques durante su vida como le sucedió a él?
It is partly because of the ignorance of the mass of the people.
Es en parte debido a la ignorancia de las masas del pueblo.
It is partly also because the body of the master must bear some of the karma of his or their disciples.
Y se debe también a que el cuerpo del maestro debe soportar parte del karma de sus discípulos.
But the master can only do that when the master is still in the physical body.
Pero el maestro puede hacer eso únicamente cuando el maestro permanece en el cuerpo físico, está aún en el cuerpo físico.
Therefore, it was necessary that Jesus came to the earth to suffer for the people at that time.
Por eso fue necesario que Jesús viniera a la tierra a sufrir por las personas de su tiempo.
To bear the cross.
Y soportar la cruz.
Well, I just have one on my neck now.
Una cruz como la que tengo yo.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or it is a warning.
En mi cuello ahora. No sé francamente si es una coincidencia o si es una advertencia.
Or it is just a recognition.
O solo un reconocimiento.
Anyhow, I bear it every day.
De todas maneras, yo la soporto cada día.
When people come to a master,
cuando las personas se acercan a un maestro,
with God realization power,
que tiene el poder de la realización de Dios,
people come, no doubt, to worship the master.
Las personas se acercan sin duda para honrar al maestro.
They bring fruits, flowers, and their love.
Traen frutas, flores y su amor.
But they also deposit their debts at the feet of the master.
Pero también depositan sus deudas a los pies del maestro.
And even though the ocean of mercy from the Almighty will wash away most of the debris that the people brought.
Y aun cuando el océano de compasión del Todopoderoso puede lavar muchos de las cargas que depositan a los pies del maestro,
some of the residues are still lingering, where they deposited it, and the master's body must bear these burdens.
Algunas de esas cargas quedan donde fueron depositadas y entonces el cuerpo del maestro debe sobrellevar esas cargas, debe tomarlas y sobrellevarlas.
And Jesus was not the only one who suffered such a terrible punishment from people.
Y Jesús no fue el único que sufrió un castigo tan terrible de las personas.
If you study the lives of many saints in ancient times or in India, you will know they had similar faith.
Si ustedes estudian la vida y la historia de muchos santos en los tiempos antiguos o de muchos santos en la India, ustedes van a descubrir que muchos de ellos sufrieron un destino similar.
Some masters were even burned alive or made to sit on a hot iron pan under the hot sun.
Muchos maestros fueron quemados vivos o fueron obligados a sentarse sobre hierro caliente al sol.
Some masters were even flayed alive, cut to pieces, piece by piece, like vivisection, yeah.
Muchos de los maestros también fueron cortados en pedazos como si les hubieran hecho la vivisección.
And this was even in India, in a holy land, in the land where most of the people are vegetarian, saintly, holy, and know about the scriptures.
Y esto sucedía en la India, en tierras sagradas donde muchas personas son vegetarianas y son santas y conocen acerca de las escrituras.
So I have told you that to be in the position of Jesus or Buddha is no fun.
Por eso es que les he dicho que estar en la posición de Jesús o de Buda no es muy divertido.
But these are only the physical sufferings.
Pero aún así, estos son únicamente los sufrimientos físicos.
That we could see with our eyes.
Los que podemos ver con nuestros ojos.
There is a mental suffering that the master silently bears that we don't know about.
También hay sufrimientos mentales que el maestro sufre y que nosotros no sabemos.
Therefore, thank God that he doesn't choose many.
Así es que gracias a Dios que Dios no escoge a muchos.
Otherwise, I don't think anybody would like to become a master.
De otra manera, no creo que a muchas personas les gustaría volverse un maestro.
So you may ask me, then why should we practice? Why should we meditate on God?
Así que ustedes ahora pueden preguntarme entonces por qué debemos practicar, por qué debemos meditar en Dios.
We must.
Debemos hacerlo.
Because otherwise we would suffer too much.
Porque de otra manera tendremos que sufrir demasiado.
Also the whole race of mankind will suffer.
Y toda la humanidad tendrá que sufrir.
Since ancient time,
desde los tiempos antiguos,
our world has undergone many evolutions.
Nuestro mundo ha tenido que pasar a través de mucha evolución.
And it has become more civilized today because of many people who follow the teachings of the masters.
Y se ha vuelto más civilizado cada día debido a que muchas personas o que algunas personas seguían las enseñanzas de los maestros.
When a master comes to earth, not only are the disciples uplifted and shown wisdom, but the whole of humankind is purified, is uplifted to a certain higher level of consciousness.
Cada vez que un maestro desciende a la tierra, no solamente sus discípulos son levantados de su bajo nivel y llevados a un nivel más alto, sino toda la humanidad es levantada y llevada a un nivel más alto de conciencia.
Therefore, after many masters have graced our earth, the world has become better as it is today.
Y debido a que muchos maestros han derramado su gracia en nuestro mundo, es porque nuestro mundo es mejor ahora.
But even then, it has not reached the level of the heavenly understanding.
Pero aún así no ha alcanzado aún el nivel de la comprensión celestial.
It has not reached the same consciousness like many of the other worlds in the universe. We are, in the other worlds, very, very young, very backward in spiritual understanding.
Aún nuestro mundo no ha alcanzado el nivel tan alto que han alcanzado otros mundos en el universo. Nosotros aún somos un mundo con una comprensión celestial muy joven.
In the heavenly worlds, where we could visit sometimes with our meditational merit,
en el mundo celestial, el cual podemos visitar algunas veces debido a los méritos de nuestra meditación,
we can see that the people who live over there do not need to communicate through language.
Podemos ver que los seres que habitan aquellas regiones no necesitan comunicarse a través del lenguaje.
And even though they still have to learn spiritual lessons, they are very advanced, very intelligent, and the masters over there do not need to speak.
Y aún cuando aún tienen que aprender sobre los niveles de conciencia y aumentar más su nivel, ellos no necesitan hablar y los maestros allí no necesitan hablar.
When they want to study with the master's presence is enough for them to understand everything.
Cada vez que necesitan aprender del maestro, la presencia del maestro, la sola presencia, es suficiente para que el discípulo entienda todo.
There is no doubt, no questions, no answers, no complicated thinking.
No hay dudas, no hay preguntas, no hay respuestas y no hay pensamientos complicados.
Everything will be absolutely clear at the presence of the master.
Todo es clarificado ante la sola presencia del maestro.
And when I see in our world, even with so many lectures and back and forth arguments and so much fulfillment of the wishes of the people and answering so many questions, still we do not understand very well.
Y cuando yo veo que en nuestro mundo, a pesar de tantas conferencias, a pesar de tantas preguntas, de tantas respuestas, de tantos deseos satisfechos de otras personas, todavía seguimos sin entender.
Therefore, God continues to send different masters to this world.
Bueno, por eso es que Dios continúa enviando maestros a este mundo.
And any master who comes to this world must suffer the language problem and the mental retarding ability of our people.
Y cada maestro que viene a esta tierra debe sufrir y debe pasar a través de todos los problemas del lenguaje y de la comprensión tan retardada de nuestras personas.
Not all the masters are willing to come to this world to teach.
No todos los maestros están muy dispuestos a venir a este mundo a enseñar.
And even then, just very briefly.
Y aún cuando lo aceptan por un corto periodo, muy breve.
Like Jesus.
Como Jesús.
He was intelligent.
Era muy inteligente.
Therefore, when any master came to this world, the whole universe praised, cheered, applauded. Yeah?
Por eso, cada vez que un maestro decide venir a este mundo, el universo entero lo aplaude, el universo entero lo honra.
But then somebody must come, no?
Pero entonces alguien debe venir, ¿no?
Because the whole universe is linked together in a kind of fraternity.
Porque todo el universo está ligado en una especie de fraternidad.
In a brotherhood.
En una hermandad.
Just like the members in a family.
En una hermandad, por ejemplo, como en los miembros de una familia.
If one one world or one planet is backward in spiritual advancement, then the other planets will also suffer in some way.
Y entonces, si un planeta o si un mundo está retardado en el avance espiritual, los otros entonces también sufren esto de alguna manera, debido a esa unión.
Just like if one member in the family did something wrong, the whole family would also be affected.
Es como cuando un miembro de la familia hace algo malo, pues toda la familia se siente afectada.
As close as this, they probably have lived with each other for a very long time.
The blood in your vein shouldn't be animal blood. It should be pure, evolved humans. Be vegan then.
Tomorrow on Words of Wisdom.
By daily contact with different people, I have realized that sincerity is difficult to have. And that is the only reason why we could not realize God, who is very close and very near to us in our hearts. Because most of us are so attached to the physical appearance of this world. On one hand, we say we want to know God, but on the other hand, we could not forsake what we have, even if God wants us to do it. It is our deep attachment that prevents us to be near God. That's why in the Bible it is stated that you cannot worship both God and Mammon. Yeah.
Don't be near a vegan. You will be awed by the special stamina.
Kind viewers, thank you for watching today's Words of Wisdom. Please join us again tomorrow for The One Who Realizes God and the Messiah, Part 5 of 9. Coming up next is Chantal Boulan-Durocher, Vegan, Heartfelt Artist, Part 1 of 2, right after Noteworthy News. May you always be inspired and comforted in God's light and love.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, having God's peace.